What's up guys, patch 25.21 is here and it's absolutely massive. Riot is completely changing mid lane, apologizing to Gwen mans and making preemptive nerfs before playoffs. This patch has wide-ranging impact, so let's break down everything. Let's start with the biggest changes. Riot is nerfing Catalyst, second wind and Doran's shield, and here is why. According to Riot, this patch specifically seeks to make mid lane more interactive. Right now, mid lane has become a passive farm fest where players take defensive items and just sustain through everything, no trading, no aggression. Now Catalyst is getting nerfed, but Riot clarified something important. They still like it being strong as a situational option for typically immobile mages to hold off assassins and skirmishers, so it's not getting destroyed, just brought in line. Here's the key part. Riot acknowledges this is probably going to require follow-up adjustments to top lane dominant champions. They know removing these defensive options will make lane bullies oppressive, which is why they are being proactive. And because we are heading into playoffs, they wanted to be cautious with these changes since they will have wide-ranging impacts on the competitive meta. Champion buffs. Yon, compensation for system changes. Let's talk Yon first. He's been struggling for regular players and the main thing keeping him viable was, you guessed it, Doran's shield and second wind. With those items getting nerfed, Riot is giving him direct compensation buffs so he doesn't fall off a cliff. They specifically mentioned this is to keep him playable after the system changes hit. Yunara is getting really interesting changes. She's been relatively popular in high levels of play, but Riot wants to embrace parts of her kit that are underwhelming. First change, they are making W max second a more reasonable way to play her. This makes her less binary and gives you actual skill order choices depending on the game. Second change, her E is changing from decaying movement speed to static movement speed. Right now it feels chunky because you speed up then slow down. With the static speed you get consistent movement for the full duration. Riot specifically said both changes are intended to make her easier to play while still keeping the top and pop-up movements she's known for. Higher skill floors, same skill ceiling. Then we have Ezreal, Graves and Kalista are also getting buffed. We don't have the specific details yet, but these three will be getting some love, likely base stats, ability damage or cooldown improvements. Keep an eye on the full patch notes for the exact numbers. Champion nerfs. Qiyana is the big nerf story. She's been posting way too strong numbers in allied play. We are talking high elo in both jungle and mid. Here's the thing, Riot already nerfed her before, but she's still too strong, so they are tapping her down again. And Riot specifically called out that jungle is getting hit especially hard. If you are a Qiyana main in high elo, especially jungle, this one's gonna hurt. Now Queen, this is a preemptive nerf and it's directly tied to those system changes. Riot said they are starting with a preemptive nerf to Queen because without Doran's shield and second one she's going to become way too oppressive in top lane. They are getting ahead of the problem before it even starts. This is part of those follow-up adjustments they mentioned for top lane dominant champions. Diana, Kog'Maw and Morgana are all getting nerfs too. While we don't have the exact details in the preview, expect some power reductions, probably best stars, ability damage or cooldowns getting trimmed down to bring them in line with the meta. Champion adjustments. Now for Gwen, and this is actually huge. Riot is doing some rare here. They are reverting the vast majority of the Gwen changes and they are apologizing. Here's what Riot said. Despite our best efforts, our Gwen changes haven't had the effect we desired. So we are going to reverting the vast majority of the Gwen changes. We want to apologize to the Gwen community for the whiplash over the changes. Think about this, Gwen has been changed multiple times recently and none of it worked. Players dealt with constant whiplash, the champion feeling different every patch, Riot's admitting they missed the mark completely. This level of transparency and accountability is rare. Props to Riot for owning their mistake and actually reverting instead of doubling down. Bard, Dr. Mundo and Skar's Corner are getting adjustments. Remember, adjustments aren't pure buffs or nerfs, they are power shifts. Some parts of their kits will get stronger while others get weaker. We will have to wait for the complete patch notes to see exactly what Riot has planned for these three. There is also starting items system adjustment, could be costs, stats or new options. For the meta, mid lane becomes aggressive, no more hiding behind sustain. Top lane bullies get stronger, even the Queen nerfs. Jungle opens up with Qiyana nerfed and bot lane gets variety with the ADC buffs. That's patch 25.21 preview. System overhaul for mid lane, Riot's apology to Gwen players and massive meta shifts before playoffs. What's your take? Drop it in the comments, like and subscribe for the full patch notes breakdown with exact numbers when they drop.